Today we Ryanites are very excited. A grand program is just about to be kick-started right here at our school, Ryan International School, Malad ICSE.
And guess what? It's not for 1 day or 2 days, but for 4 consecutive days. Starting from today, we proudly announce for the very first time,
Ryan Leap Bootcamp.
Inaugural session of the Ryan Leap Entrepreneurship Bootcamp was witnessed to eloquent speakers like former Mission Director of ATL and Additional Secretary of the Niti Aayog, Mr. Ramanan Ramanathan, and Ms. Dharini Upadhyaya, co-founder and CEO of Futado School of Music.
Brilliant initiative by Ryan School. It is very important because we are living in a world where there is tremendous opportunity for the youngsters to make a difference, and youngsters can make a difference when they acquire an entrepreneurial mindset. And an entrepreneurial mindset is something that needs to be introduced when you're very young in the school. Great entrepreneurs and great innovators happen when you have that mindset, and that mindset is about how do you tap into the challenges that are out there in the world and how do you convert them into opportunities for your growth as well as for the betterment of the world.
Spearheading this joint initiative is Director of Ryan Institute of Schools, Ms. Sonal Pinto. She shared insights into the Ryan Group philosophy and wished all the participants the best of success.
Mr. Samresh Shah was without a doubt the driving force behind the Ryan Leap Entrepreneurship Program. Each of the 4 days saw power-packed sessions, fun activities, and some truly awe-inspiring mentoring on leadership, entrepreneurship, adaptability, and perseverance. Mr. Samresh Shah presented the special keynote session for Day 1 on importance of new age entrepreneurial skills for teenagers and its benefits.
First day was packed with energy. Sir taught us about many things like the entrepreneur mindset, how the mind is held high, there is no fear.
It was a wonderful experience. I learned a lot of things like what the entrepreneurship mind skill should be, how we should open our rhythms, what type of rhythmic research we should take into consideration. We should have an open mind. So it was very interesting.
The main thing I learned that failure is not the end, and it's the starting of a new thing.
The most interesting part in the first session was the last round, Pack Up Ka Punch.
I was not a winner, but still, it was a great experience learning a lot of things about entrepreneurship.
The most interesting part would be the debates.
Ryanites got the golden opportunity to meet the entrepreneurs and hear about their personal journeys. Ms. Nishi Bajaj, Master Vedant Halalkar, Mr. Vikram Mittal, along with Mr. Samresh Shah, taught the students the basics of entrepreneurship.
What do you think of this venture of preparing young students like us about entrepreneurship?
I think it's a great thing because today's world is all about startups, and startups with young minds is even better than older ones because young minds sometimes are trained more than what we can imagine.
In today's day, I'll say entrepreneurship isn't an option, it's a necessity. So it's really good when students at this age are exposed to all the modern ideas of entrepreneurship and have a know-how about how to go about, let's say an idea they have and how to convert it into a profitable reality. I'm using the word profitable here because an idea which, isn't sustainable is of no use to the country. So I'd say it's an amazing initiative, and I too support it in all ways possible by, going around many schools and actually instilling some ideas and giving students insights into how to actually get started with their innovation and entrepreneurship journey.
I think it's wonderful because, like I mentioned, we never learned about entrepreneurship, about how businesses run, how ideas are created, and how they are bought for other people as well. And I think this is amazing, and I wish that when we were back in school, somebody had told us and talked to us about how to be an entrepreneur. So I'm really excited to be here, and I hope to add a lot of value to what you guys already know or I can tell you guys about.
Session was taken by Ms. Radhika Bajoria on attracting investment, how to make the right investment pitch, and a session by Rati Kapoor Chopra on the importance of social and behavioral skills for entrepreneurs. This was followed by Mr. Samresh Shah's mock Shark Tank and real investor session.
I was very shocked to see when I came here that y'all had business ideas already prepared in place for you. I mean, I've never seen people in the age group of 13 or 14 doing so much. So it's a commendable job that White Canvas India and Ryan School have come together to, uplift and empower entrepreneurship in your school.
I was just amazed with this idea coming up with White Canvas and the creator Samaresh Shah. When he came up to me that I have to address the youngsters, I was just thinking about the people in terms of the college students or people who are 20 plus. But when I saw this classroom with the youngsters, the teens, it was an amazing kind of an experience with all smiling and people who want to really learn.
Day 2 was one of the most highlighted part of this LEAP program. The interaction of Samaresh Shah with us, what he was saying, that how we have to interact with this marketing world, how we have to use strategies to be an entrepreneur.
We learned many new things. We also met Mr. Vikram sir, who was an entrepreneur of Mavis, and he also gave us some drinks to taste. It was really good.
We learned about the 7 mistakes an entrepreneur makes and the 9 elements.
We learned about the major failures of Indian startup businesses. We also learned about how to make a business plan, how to actually initiate a business plan.
The final day of the LEAP bootcamp. All the students were ready with their concepts and presentation for their startup ideas and their own unique worldview, unique problems, statements and solutions. Each presentation covered the entire span of communication and ideation required for a proper startup.
The beauty of the presentations was that the students cheered for each other and the competition, though heavy, was healthy. This was followed by the felicitation program and the highlights of the energy that each student brought to the table. Parents were invited for the certificate distribution.
I think it was a fantastic boot camp we had at Ryan International School, ICSE, Malad West. We really conceived this idea of LEAP with leadership, entrepreneurship, perseverance and adaptability in mind when we said we'll do LEAP camp. And today the need of the hour is to introduce these teenagers with entrepreneurship. We had 50 very, very exciting and energy-full entrepreneurs, founders, who in the 4 days wrote their business plans, learned entrepreneurship, marketing, social skill. Today we presented in front of the parents all the 50 startup ideas which they have, and I am sure being the first boot camp, this will take the Ryan name, the Ryan brand all over the country, and with the support of the Ryan teams, we at White Canvas are committed to grow this legacy which we have got this opportunity to get started here at Malad.
This is the age where the bright ideas come forward, and what you see in the market is execution of those mindfulness. And if we bring the real platform to the school, it's an ideal thing for me, because I have a platform that we have used extensively called ASE, Accelerated Solution Environment. And the pioneer of that platform brought kids knowledge to build a platform. So this is an ideal thing for me to create such a venture in the school itself.
It's very exciting because I feel that all of you at your age think a lot out of the box. You're exposed to a lot of extra things around, and if my little support can help you build your entrepreneurial journey more interesting, why not? I'm more than excited to do that.
I want to take up business after my 10th. So I learned a lot from Samaresh sir and all the facilitators that came.
I think it's a fabulous opportunity. India is about to become one of the largest economies in the world, and the only way to do this is to encourage our young generation to set up their own business. Startups are the way to go, and I'm very glad that Ryan Group of Schools is encouraging its students.
I think this is the right age for children to get into entrepreneurism, because next year they have to either take up a business or do a job, right? They have to focus on that. So they're going to be ready for that. So this is the right time and this is the right place.
and it's a wonderful opportunity, and I'm very sure children learnt a lot and had a lot of fun and got great insights also.
Oh wow, now wasn't that a mind-boggling experience?
And what a fantastic way of incorporating one of our dear Chairman Sir's 12-point visions, entrepreneurship.
Hope as much as we enjoyed covering this event, those young entrepreneurs by heart who participated equally enjoyed and have something to take away from this boot camp for the future that awaits them. On that note, this is YJ Mishka.
And this is YJ Ashna sir, along with YJs Arnav Kadam and Rachit Prajapati. Signing off from Ryan International School, Malad ICSE for Young Journals.